Carpe Sus when hunting up in North Texas. Now this time I'm going to do something a little different. Start with the last hog first. Now both hogs were actually spotted from this point, and so that's why the video is starting from here, but I only got video of the last hog from this point. Now this hog happens to be out there at about 850 to 950 yards. And what I'm going to do is go down here and follow the fence line towards the end of the property and then cross over into the neighbor's field where I also have permission to hunt. And when I take the shot, I'm going to be off screen off to the right, and the hog is going to be shot right about there. And the first hog is going to be shot way over here to the left. And now I've made my trek across the pasture, gone through the gate, and I'm on the neighbor's property. And I'm looking for any livestock in the area. I've got cattle behind the hog, so I don't have a shot just yet. Got some cattle over to the right, but they're not going to interfere with me. And I'm getting all this video through my Bering Optics Super Yoter-R thermal weapon sight. And it's mounted on my 6.5 Grendel shooting Federal American Eagle Spear TNT 90 grain ammunition. Still no livestock in the immediate area where the hog is headed. And I'm just going to continue to let it get closer. This is the way that opening shots always should be, but unfortunately they don't always work out that way.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
This hog turned out to be a 140-pound boar, and the cause of death? Brain damage. Now we're going to go back in time about 30 or 40 minutes to the first hog. I made my trek across the field. The wind is blowing from right to left. It's blowing pretty good. And the hog's out there at a pretty good distance, but I don't have a gate nearby to cross in order to get to the hog. So I'm going to stay up on my ridge top where I've got a better view of the hog and take the shot from up here. Looking at the topographic map, I have about 30 to 40 feet of elevation on this hog, and I have a good view of the field. As this hog is going to be much further away, I'm not going to try for a headshot. I'm going to try for a boiler room shot, something through the shoulders, which may not be ideal, but will be ideal for this situation. Now there's a rule of thumb that a lot of hunters use that says that if you don't take the time to make a good first shot, where are you going to get the time to make a good second shot? And you know, sometimes you can make a good second shot. That one was through the boiler room. This hog is dead but doesn't know it, but he's running away, so
that's quite a shot.
The first shot entered forward of the right shoulder and exited behind the left shoulder. I needed plenty of lead for the second shot and entered the neck just behind the head, went into the head, and did not exit. This first hog was also a boar, but much smaller, coming in at 110 pounds. The immediate cause of death was brain damage, but it was also bleeding out at the time and wouldn't have made it too much further. Hogs in my area have been fairly scarce of late, and I suspect it's because we haven't had much rain lately, and the fields are drying out and the ground is quite hard, so they're not rooting out in the open. But the next few nights, we're due to get plenty of rain, and as soon as there's a break in the rain, I will be out hunting again.
Carpe Sus, my friends.